We're looking at a story today that completely rewrites the playbook on corporate crime. Seriously, this isn't just about a company going under. We're examining a massive corporate empire that was built up to the sky, only to be totally gutted from the absolute highest level on the inside. This is the stolen legacy of Robert Maxwell, and it's a story that's going to make you question the fundamental trust between an employer and their workforce.
Here's the stark, unbelievable reality of the situation. On one side, you got a literal billionaire, right? A guy with resources and wealth most of us can't even comprehend. And on the flip side, everyday, hardworking people. It's a classic, brutal clash of unimaginable wealth stacked against a deeply personal betrayal. We aren't talking about a bad investment or a business going bankrupt. No, we're talking about deliberate theft from the very people who built that billionaire's empire in the first place.
Chapter 1: A Stolen Legacy.
Okay, we really need to nail down what was actually taken here. A pension isn't just some nice corporate perk or an end-of-year bonus. It's a fund built by workers over their entire careers. It's their survival money for retirement. So when you mess with that, you aren't just shuffling numbers around on a balance sheet. You are literally erasing a person's future. You're stealing the peace of mind they ground away for decades to earn.
Chapter 2: The Pension Heist.
The way this crime played out is just chilling. Step 1, you employ 32,000 workers, holding their livelihoods right in your hands. Step 2, you secretly siphon off and completely empty their pension funds. And step 3, you face impending arrest. I mean, the sheer audacity here is wild. It reveals a guy who genuinely believed he was completely above the law. He thought he could rob his own foundation, steal from his own people, and somehow just dodge the harsh consequences of the legal system.
Chapter 3: The Scale of the Betrayal.
460 million pounds. Just take a second and let the immense weight of that number sink in. This wasn't money lost because the stock market suddenly tanked. This was a massive, deliberate vacuum of wealth pulled straight out of the accounts of the working class folks who rightfully earned it. A staggering disappearance of funds swiped right from the pockets of everyday people.
But, behind that giant financial figure are 32,000 actual individual employees. That's 32,000 families in completely shattered retirements. When we talk about the scale of this heist, you have to multiply that gut-wrenching panic of losing your life savings by 32,000. It's hard to even fathom. 100% of those worker pensions totally stolen. 0% remaining. None. This wasn't some minor payroll glitch or a rough quarter for the company. This meant 32,000 employees woke up one morning to find their lifelong safety net entirely wiped out, gone to zero. Just imagine that helpless, sinking feeling of realizing decades of your hard work and preparation have vanished overnight. Chapter 4: The Yacht Escape.
So, just as the authorities were finally closing in, we get hit with these two drastically different realities. Back in London, there's the looming, undeniable justice of an impending arrest. But where's Robert Maxwell? He's floating out at sea on a luxury yacht, totally insulated by sheer billionaire extravagance while the walls of justice are closing in on him. He is physically and mentally completely disconnected from the thousands of people whose lives he just ruined. And then, the timeline just abruptly stops. Think about it. He stole 460 million pounds. He betrayed 32,000 workers. He faced absolutely unavoidable arrest. And then, he died. He fell from his yacht before handcuffs could ever even be placed on him. The whole narrative just falls right off a cliff, leaving this massive, frustrating void where accountability should have been. Right when the climax of the story should have been him sitting in a courtroom, his victims were left completely in the dark. Which leaves us with this final, genuinely haunting question. A billionaire, a historic, devastating theft, and a sudden fatal fall. Did his sudden death actually cheat the legal system out of answering for those 32,000 ruined lives? Was falling off that yacht the ultimate final escape from justice? That is a heavy question those workers, and honestly, all of us, are going to have to grapple with.